Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Double RPG here, and welcome back to Double RPG Livestream, where we're going to get back on track with Octopath Traveler on the Nintendo Switch. And in the previous episode, we got started with playing as Ulberich, the swordsman, or Ulberich of the Unbending Blade. And we start off the game as him, and we are going to be going through some more of the game as is. And they said that we had to go to some place to actually find out where Earhart is. And we are actually going to either go north or we're going to go west. So, if anything, I would say I'm going to change things up a little bit, and I'm going to say we're going to take the north or the western path, because I did take a little bit in the northern route before I started a new game, because I wanted to see how things played out before I actually got started with this. And hello there, Flame Chocobo. Hello there, Fighter Chaos. And I don't know why it says that. You needed to be held for moderation to say that you got Octopath Traveler, but it wasn't even a bad thing. But, you know, you are, okay, I approved your comment on there. But, yeah, I'm all stoked and ready to go for this, and I most certainly cannot wait. So, let's not waste any time, and let's get right into it. So, yeah, whoop, not there. If you remember, we just left the town of Cobblestone, and we can either go west or we can go north, since everything is now more non-linear at this point. So, and we are going to fight some more of those monsters that are more akin to what we fought up in the mountain ranges before we had to save the boy, Philip, from the bandits. And hey there, 16-Bit Jeff. Good to see you in the stream, and hope you enjoy my live stream of Octopath Traveler. I hope you guys can hear me really well. And just so you guys know, I did some fine-tuning on my microphone before I actually got started, so that way you can't even hear what's going on from the TV or anything right behind it or anything around me, and anything that's close to the microphone you actually hear from me, so you can actually hear my voice a lot better. So, yeah. That was one thing that kind of really irked me, was that the noise levels were not were kind of a hindrance to me when I was actually playing this game a little bit last night, and it's something that I really should have been more focused on actually getting rectified when I was playing Trails of Cold Steel. But I would say it's better late than never. But you know, we finally got where we need to be, so I'm not really complaining or anything. So Mazel Tov. Oh, that's actually pretty cool there, Flame Chocobo. I mean, all the more the merrier for you to try to do your best to, you know, try to increase your productivity and whatnot to actually get the right pieces of equipment that you need to make your live streams a lot better and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, kudos on that. So, yeah, I think we're gonna take the western path this time around. But before we do that, I'm going to actually come around here, because if we go around in this direction, aside from getting this treasure chest, which is a healing grate, by the way, we can actually go over to this cave here, and we can actually go into it, and that will give us a pathway to a treasure chest that you wouldn't even think to actually get on foot. But yeah. Oh, Amazon Prime Day. I didn't even know that. Oh man, I probably should take a look at that before I go to bed tonight and see what all good deals that they have going on and see if there's anything I might like, but probably not. But, you know, it doesn't always hurt to take a look. And I saw that you shared on your Twitter, Jeff, about, you know, my live stream, so I do thank you quite wholeheartedly for you sharing my stream as well. So, you know, the more people sharing the stream, the more views I could probably get. So, and you know, definitely your views really matter. It really does matter for me, because just like for 16-Bit Jeff, he and we're trying our damnedest, or trying our hardest, to get to Twitch affiliate, because our good friend and the creator of the Geek Fighters, Fighter Chaos, he managed to get to Twitch affiliate not too long ago. So he's trying to do everything in his own power too to help both of us get affiliate status, and you know, that's something that we want to both aim for before this year ends. And of course, we are having the hindrance of trying to get more followers, but you know, if you are new to the stream, then definitely by all means hit that follow button right above the video player, because your support means more than anything, guys. Yeah, the more you support us, I mean, the more that you share the stream and the more that you follow us, the more that you're supporting us as, you know, content creators, not only here, but also, you know, like on other sites like YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, you know, how you subscribe or you follow us. That means that you're showing your support wholeheartedly. And, you know, we can't even thank you enough for, you know, putting in really good support. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully it does help, Fighter Chaos, or yeah, you're gonna have to see about Twitch, and more power to you since you are at affiliate status. Oh, cool! I got to level up to level 10. So, would you look at that? Okay, so, and since we are doing live stream, oh wait a minute, can I not go this way? Oh wait a minute, yes I can. I just wasn't at the right path. Please tell me I can go this way. Or do I have to go north? We'll see. And who I'm playing as right now is the swordsman Ulberich Eisenberg of the Unbending Blade. And if you are familiar with his voice actor, his English voiceover is actually the same guy who did the voice of Ragnar the Blood Edge in Blaze Blue. So it's basically Patrick Sates who's voicing the character in this game, or that character. So if you're wondering who that guy is that's voicing that, you know, voicing Ulberich on the screen, then there you go. Just a little piece of trivia for you guys. Herb of Awakening. Now, what does that do? Herb of Awakening. Oh, awakens a single sleeping ally. Okay, so in case of one of our allies actually gets in sleep status. Oh, okay, so we can go either way, so... Okay, definitely thank you very much there, Fighter Cows. You know, more, anything that you can do to try to keep, you know, you're in with making sure that you're watching my stream. Well, not only just watching it, but making sure that your phone is at least on so that way your view counts. Because I do want to try my best to try to get up there to above the 3, you know, around the 3 average viewers or above the 3 average viewers, so that way I can actually get that threshold cleared, so that way I won't have to worry about trying to get that cleared when I cross the other thresholds. I mean, the other thresholds are streaming at least 25 hours a week, or at least 25 hours so far, or at least a week, I think. And the other is, I mean, the others are getting 50 followers, and as well as getting the 3 average views, and stream, I think you have to stream at least 3 times. I can't remember. I can't remember what the other one was. Okay, no, we don't want to go that way. We'll just actually keep going this way, and we're inside of a desert right now, but yeah. But yeah, as long as I cross those 2 thresholds, then I should be golden. But who knows? I mean, anything could go south in an instant, but I really hope that's not the case. Yes, you do grow stronger. Okay. Now, there are some things that I actually want to talk about. Well, mainly just one thing, and it really got my goat when I actually saw this video from Super Metal Dave 64. And if you guys haven't seen his content on YouTube, he actually is a pretty good, open, and very opinionated type of individual who has some really good opinions about some things in relation to video games, whether they be on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, or even the PC. So if you have not seen his content, then definitely give him a good watch, and he's definitely much better than a lot of the other people who report on news segments and that kind of stuff, and they're not really associating themselves with the crumb side of YouTube or anything. But yeah, definitely give that guy a subscribe if you have not done so already. But anyway, I was watching his newest video this morning, and okay, I don't want to go there either. Anyway, I was watching his new video this morning, and he was talking about how well that this game, Octopath Traveler, has been doing from at least a global standpoint at this time, because you know about Octopath Traveler, how there are shortages in Japan at this time, with people in Japan actually trying to get this game, because, you know, the Nintendo Switch is actually very popular in that region for the time being. But, and as well as this game, I think it's doing well in the United States as well as in Europe, because I did see that for Europe, the game is at number 3 in, like, their media sales charts or whatever for that continent. So, yeah. Yeah, but it's really good to see that the sales are actually doing really well. So I applaud you guys, and I really hope you guys in Europe who are playing this game are really enjoying it wholeheartedly, as I am. But anyway, that's aside from the point. But you know, just from watching the video, when I saw the title of the video, I'm like, oh man, are you really joking? And of course, what I'm talking about is, since Octopath Traveler has been doing well, and right before this game was released, long before it was released, there were people who were expressing their discontent about how this game is an exclusive on the Nintendo Switch, and it's not even available on another platform, specifically like the PlayStation 4 at this point. And it's just like, you know, they criticize Nintendo fans for about the lack of exclusive games, or not lack of exclusive games, but rather port begging for games to, you know, that are on other platforms to appear on a Nintendo platform, like the Nintendo Wii U or the Nintendo Switch. Well, mostly the Wii U, but there are still some for the Nintendo Switch. But for those who still like to port beg for that, it's like, guys, just stop. It's better that with the types of games it's better when games that appear on a platform, they actually make sense if they are tailor-made for those platforms. But a lot of people, specifically the PlayStation fan base, they were whining and moaning that this game is not, the Octopath Traveler is not on the PlayStation 4. And Super Metal Dave says that he heard people, like, on message boards, whether they be on GameFAQs or even podcasts or even videos, with a lot of people saying that they're really glad the game came out, but are extremely discontent that the game is not available on the PlayStation 4, as it's only available on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm like, guys, really? You're gonna go that far just to say, you know, you want a game of your choice to actually appear on a platform that you're not even sure whether or not if you're gonna be able to match up, or not, whether or not if those sales are actually gonna justify the means when it comes to it releasing on that said platform, because it really got my go when I just saw the news article. And you know, I was going on, and I went on to forums, well, not only forum sites, but I also checked out GameFAQs, their message boards, to see if what Super Metal Dave said was true. And apparently he's not in the wrong. I mean, I took a look, and there were PlayStation fanboys who were, you know, just hooting and hollering and just, you know, being extremely discontent about the game not appearing on the PlayStation 4, and it's only available on the Nintendo Switch. And the thing is, you got to remember that when it comes to games that are on a platform, you know, Nintendo probably has this paid as a full-on exclusive for the Nintendo Switch and not to be available on any other platform. I mean, it's like, this is the whole Bayonetta 2 situation all over again. And the same thing with Bayonetta 3. I mean, a lot of people are wanting Nintendo to actually subside their exclusivity rights on Bayonetta 2 and for it to appear on other platforms. But the thing is, if Nintendo paid for it, and if it's going to be a full-on exclusive on their platform, then they're going to make it full-on exclusive. I mean, I understand that exclusivity really does hurt competition in a sense, but I say that games that are tailor-made for that respective platform, if they are exclusive on that platform and are tailor-made for it, then I say, who cares, you know? So yeah, I mean, when I just saw that video, I was just extremely baffled by just how salty that these people were, who were extremely angry about this. And You know, I would be on the side, you know, I would be more fair and probably say, you know, I can understand them to an extent, but for them to be that salty and enraged, and mostly from it, you know, mostly with the PlayStation fan base being extremely more content with buying games like The Last of Us 2 or anything that Sony puts out, because, you know, if a game is put out by Sony Computer Entertainment America, you know, games from like Naughty Dog or Sucker Punch or even Insomniac, then you know that games like those are going to be selling like hotcakes on the PlayStation platform. So it's like, you know, with a game like Octopath Traveler appearing on the Nintendo Switch, it's like, you know, you say that you want the game on the platform, but here's the question. How many people on the PlayStation platform or the PlayStation 4 platform are actually going to even buy the game? I mean, when you take a look at this game, Octopath Traveler, it looks like it's, you know, tailor-made for a platform like the Nintendo Switch, because it has that old-school retro feeling to it while adding in some elements of modern gaming into the mix, and it feels like it belongs. And thing is that the Nintendo Switch, it's not just a gaming console, but it also acts as a portable hybrid. So you can play the game either while you're at home or through the portability factor. Now, I know that the portability factor is another can of worms, because because when it comes to the game's portability factor, that the battery life is really not that good. So that's one of the things I really hope that Nintendo has in the pipeline, is that they actually get on with actually bringing about an update or a revision for the Nintendo Switch, so that way there's more battery life, you know, being brought about. But it's just, it really, like I said, it really disgusts me how there are those who just act completely salty when a game like theirs ends up on a platform that, you know, that probably doesn't even have a chance in hell at making it onto their platform to begin with. So it's like, what's your point with trying to port beg for a game when, you know, when you really should be just worrying about playing the other games that you're getting on your platform? Because chances are you're probably going to say that they're going to be a lot better than, you know, what you're getting for this game. But I'm just going to say that, you know, you're not always going to get what you want. And realistically, it's just, this is why we can't always have nice things. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I mean, it's just, when I saw that news article, I was just like, oh my god. It just, you know, it's stuff like that with the hypocrisy from the fan base. It really makes me really, really upset to call myself a gamer because of what these people are doing and how much of a, you know, how much of a ludicrous being that these people are trying to be, with them acting so salty and selfish. And if you ask me, if this game came out on the PlayStation 4, then I'm not sure if a vast majority of the mainstream who mostly owns the PlayStation 4, and since that is the, you know, the leading platform as of right now, I'm not sure whether or not they would actually buy this game, to be quite frank. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, I just had this suspicion that they wouldn't even, you know, play the game on that platform if it were to ever come out. I mean, that's what I firmly believe, if you ask me. But, yeah. But anyways, I'm not talking about that, so I pretty much shared my discontent with the those who are just making a huge, big tiffy about this, or a huffy tissy fit about this, and I'm just saying, you know, for the PlayStation fan base, or the fanboys who have plenty of exclusives under their belt, it's like, I'm sorry, but the pot definitely does call the kettle black, if you know what I'm talking about, so you're not always going to get what you want, so you might as well not even try to fight for something that you're most likely never going to get in the first place. But anyway, as I said, that's all I have to say about that, so let's go ahead and just continue to, you know, get on with this, so that way we can actually get on to more of where we need to go and what all we are going to get accomplished for this playthrough for tonight. I spent about a good, maybe 10 minutes talking about that. I think it was about 10 minutes, but I could be mistaken. Oh, why am I not doing any damage to him? Oh, you got me poisoned. Ouch. Alright, got it. And the status effects, they won't carry out when you're, you know, when you're traveling around on the, whatever town or region. So, you won't get poisoned or anything like that. But, yeah, and that's a good question, Flame Chocobo. Why don't the Sony fanbase care about their own exclusives? Because, apparently, they, are just not happy with what they're they're not happy with what all they have. I mean, with the Nintendo Switch actually doing really well, I know a lot of people are saying, what can Nintendo do to convince me to actually get this platform, or what can they do to actually get me into the Nintendo Switch? And you know, I'm just kind of like, they have given you plenty of reasons to actually buy a Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure that Microsoft has also given you plenty of reason to buy the Xbox One. So it's like you're asking questions that you really shouldn't be asking in the first place. Anyway, her name is Primrose, and she is a dancer. This is Sunshade, city of 1,000 pleasures, forever shrouded in shadow. Driven into poverty when her noble house fell, she now plies her trade in a tavern, suffering no end of indignities at the hands of the cruel master Helganish. All for the day she could have her revenge. Then one day, he appeared, a man marked by the Crow, one of the 3 foul villains who murdered her dear father. And so, aided by her soul friend, Yusufa, she sprints from the tavern to the labyrinth below in pursuit. She will need loyal allies on the path she has chosen. Okay, now this is explaining to us how we can actually switch between the different characters throughout the entire story, so that way we can actually, you know, complete their chapter of the story, and then all of a sudden they will actually be our own party members. So it'll ask us to take Primrose along, and we will actually do that. And travel to other areas may be restricted until you complete certain tasks. So we could take her along, and we can also hear the beginning of their tale as well, whoever party members we come up again, or come across. So, and it said that my reputation in Sunshade has improved as well. Even when the blade is held at your heart, faith shall be your shield. Words of House Azelhart. 10 years ago. Ah, 10 years. I mean, a couple years before what happened to Old Barrick. Or Olberic.
Funny how it works, isn't it? Everything that happens in this world.
And right now I'm not really talking that much because there is voice dialogue going on right now. And I think I even showed this in the previous episode, but sometimes the voice dialogue in the game, it will actually, what do you call it? It'll actually give off one-liners, so they don't actually speak the entirety of the text dialogue. So if you were wondering about that, if that was a common occurrence for a game like this, then, like I said, don't worry about it.
Things one's better off knowing, and things one's better off not. Jeffrey Azelhart, I'm afraid you've been noticed to the I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
And I do apologize if you can hear the dogs barking. Like I said, this is a constant thing every night where he does not want to calm down. It's just really, really driving me around the sodding twist.
Make sure he's dead. Let's leave this place before we're seen. It's done.
is left on. One on his right. And the last on his neck. 3 men. Foul scavengers, just like the bird whose mark they bear. They took my father from me. And I will never forget.
Jesus, stop! Sorry about that. Anyway, now we're getting on to Primrose.
Always the same dream.
I wish I had your confidence, Primrose. I couldn't imagine nodding off minutes before my cue.
Primrose is a dancer, by the way, in case if you guys didn't know.
How nice it must be to be the master's favorite.
Oh, jeez. Those other dancers, of course, they are going to be very despiteful towards the main one. Or, like, a group of figures are always going to be despiteful towards the one that we actually play as.
Fine. Go on and keep your airs. Act as though you're better than the rest of us.
Actually, she is. You're just a coward, Lady Dancer.
It doesn't change the fact that you're just another dancer in the sands, Primrose. Nothing but a kept woman, here to flatter the dignity of men who pay for the privilege.
I suppose you're right.
Shh, enough chatter. Master Helganish is coming.
My customers are waiting for their entertainment. The opening act should be on that stage already. Now, get out there and earn your keep.
Oh, so you're gonna actually say Primrose to last, Flame Chocobo? But then again, it doesn't really matter who you save first and who you go for first and who you go for last in terms of the party.
But not you, Primrose. Hardly. This tavern's custom has increased tenfold since you stepped on the stage. But do not go forgetting yourself. It was I who groomed you for this role.
And I will be forever grateful for that, Master.
You were an ignorant girl. I picked you up. Completely useless. I've taught you everything you know.
Man, Master Helganish seems to have more of a self-centered personality, or just a very disdainful or distasteful personality, just from looking at him. Oh!
What happened to your sweet little smile?
You did not just slap me. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna see about you. I'm gonna see about you for slapping that girl.
Who puts a roof over your head and food on your plate? Who bought the jewels that adorn your pretty neck?
I don't care what you say, you prick. I'm gonna see about you, and that woman is gonna beat your ass down, you asshole.
Who made you the most sought-after dancer in this dusty old town? It was me, all me. You owe me, kitten, and I'll see that debt.
She doesn't owe you anything, you asshole.
Yes.
Oh no. You don't need to take that abuse.
Good then. Purr sweetly, and I may give you a treat.
Her sweet... Oh my god, you're treating her like a pussycat. God, this guy has issues.
Don't dally when you're done with your show. I will be waiting in my chamber. I'll have you purr for me some more.
Keep making any more cat references, I'm gonna still see about you.
It's your cue.
I'm coming.
Put your face back on now, kitty.
Yes, master.
Put your face back on, kitten. God. That's like all levels of just Professor Pig type of disturbing, if you ask me. Anyway, the tavern lies at the end of the central road just past the bazaar. I mustn't dally any longer. And she starts on level 1 too, so everybody is going to start on level 1 no matter who you pick. And you can actually see that, oh, we can actually fast travel too if we want to. Oh, I didn't even know that. But anyway, you can actually see that Alberic, to actually get to where he needs to be, to where we need to go to Victor's Hollow, we have to be at chapter 27. But, anyways. Let's just go ahead and keep moving along the story, shall we?
How are you?
How am I? Well, she just got bitch slapped, ho. She seriously got bitch slapped, and you asked how is she? Man, don't you know any manners? God. Okay, she can wield an iron dagger as well as an arcane knife. And a piercing dagger, too. But it looks like the dagger is the only thing that she can wield as of right now. And let's go ahead and give her the stronger knife on hand. And we don't have enough to actually get the stronger pieces of equipment at this time since we spent it all on the arcane knife, so let's just leave it at that.
How are you?
Oh god, you're still asking that question, and I just walked right into it.
A good day to you.
Anyway, we need to go inside the manor, just past the bazaar, so really shouldn't be dilly-dallying any longer. Sunshade is cloaked in shadow even during the day. Well, yes it is. Actually looks like a very peaceful place for like a desert-type city. I wonder if there are any I wonder if there's an oasis nearby at this place. Would be nice. This tavern is Master Helgenish's pride and joy. He's particularly fond of the dancers, if you catch my meaning. Well, you are a dancer, Primrose, so, have at it, lady. This way, Primrose! Get a move on!
Faring well?
Faring well? No, she just got slapped by her master and got abused to death. Like a pet getting abused by its master for the wrong reasons. God. I guarantee you that that man's gonna be a boss. That's gonna be her first boss in her story.
Good show.
So, yeah.
Hello.
Hello? They say the place turns away all but the wealthiest of customers after nightfall. Anyways, oh, treasure chest up there. Might as well go grab it. And we got ourselves a healing grape in there, too. I guess the game wants us to see the other characters, you know, view their stories before moving on with the other.
There you are.
Before moving on with the ones that we just selected. So, by chance, this may feel like, you know, this is where a lot of people say that this game comes off being repetitive at first, but I'm going to say that's probably going to be mandatory. That's going to be like that.
Forgive me.
when you're playing this game, so just bear that in mind. It better have been worth it. You're our best chance at getting to eat tonight. And the customers have been waiting.
I am ready.
Let the show begin. It's her! It's her! Couldn't they just say, "Good evening, ma'am"? Watch over me, Father. That day I swore revenge against the men who took you from me. The 3 marked by the crow. My once proud house fallen. I left home far behind, following their trail. That trail has led me here. I heard one of them often passes through here on his travels. It was the smallest scrap of hope, but it was all I had. Until I find him, there is no disgrace I will not endure. Losing my honor is nothing compared to the pain of losing you. Father, I will not stop until I find the 3 and see justice served. And until I avenge you, I will dance. No FMV of her dancing? I think I'm in love! How about a private show, darling? You were all too kind, and too handsome, I might add. Ah. Not bad, Primrose, not bad. So basically, she's like a strip club dancer. If you wanted to go by that, standard. So yeah, this definitely looks like a place where prostitutes can be at, for her kind. But of course, she's not doing so because she wants to. It's because she's doing so because, well, she has a mission that she needs to get by in order for her to actually complete that at the end, trying to find the way to avenge her father. So, doing this as a job, all a facade for her true ambition.
Yes.
Most happily. And yesterday or last night, it seemed like it was a really, really bad time for me to do a live stream on this game because I didn't even know that that WWE pay-per-view event was going on last night. And I know a lot of the fans from the Geek Fighters are wrestling fans, and they do tend to watch WWE pay-per-view events. And I think it was Extreme Rules was what was playing. Papa, I'm gonna be in a play. I will be the princess and everyone will look at me. You will come to watch too, won't you? Of course, my dear. Many thanks, me lord. Hee, how was that? And guess what, Papa? When I grow up, I'm going to be a beautiful dancing girl, the star of the stage. A dancing girl? That is a dream best forgotten. But why, Papa? Helena, my dear. You want to grow up to be a fine lady, yes? Like the princess you will play? Then it would be better not to say such things. Not in this town, at least. But what's wrong with dancing? It's so much fun! It's because the guy who runs the main house where the dances are, where Primrose is, he's a chauvinistic pig! You just don't know, little girl. Look at her! She's beautiful! Hello, child. Come now, Helena. This way. I'll tuck you into bed back at the inn. Papa has business to attend to this night. I suppose I should get back to my own work. Seems like this guy has some business with Primrose. But what could it be, you might ask? That, I don't know. Ow! A thorn? Oh, someone fetch a handkerchief. Primrose seems to be bleeding, the poor dear. Perhaps she got a blister? She's always dancing oh so passionately.
Are you alright?
Are you alright, Prim? I'm fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before. Don't you think that's enough already? Do you take such pleasure in others' pain? We're nothing but the Master's playthings. All of us. And we all know what happens to the girls who displease him. Or have you forgotten? Beaten half to death and tossed into the gutter. Left for dead, sick and starving.
Stop that!
We all know well enough where we stand. We know what he can do to us. Then why torment one of your own? Good question. Thank you, Yusufa, but there's no need for you to make foes on my behalf. Prim? What are you doing, yelling back here? Sheath your claws, it's time for work! Or do you think money flows into my coffers by itself? Get out there and collect your tips! Not you, Primrose. You stay. What was that sorry show you gave today? Do you think I'm blind? One glance was all I needed to know your mind was not where it ought to be. I can see every thought in that pretty empty little head of yours, and they were not of dancing tonight. Have you forgotten your debts now, have you? You haven't forgot who owns you! Oh, don't you dare slap her again, man! Or I'm gonna see about you, or it's gonna be boss fight time for this lady. You know the fate that awaits you if you dare defy me, don't you, kitten? I'm warning you because I care, Primrose. I don't want to see anything untoward happen to my shining star. I'm sorry, Master. Forgive me. I was simply remembering the first day I came here to you. Oh, where are you now? Not a day, not a moment passes when I am not thankful for all you have given me. Pray forgive my lack of focus today, Master. It will not happen again. Oh, my dear, dear Primrose. I too often think back on the day you came to my door. Just imagining the sight of you dancing for me. Ah, as sweet and innocent as you were. It tickled me so. And you met my every expectation. You have been my best investment. What's with the sighs? But tonight, you have displeased me. And for this, you must atone. The crowd is looking thin tonight, out on the streets with you, and bring us some custom. Custom with coin enough to cover a week's expenses. If you do that, I may still go easy on you. At least relatively so, kitten. You are kind, Master. God. Yeah, you are like the Joker, how he doesn't really give a rat crap about Harley Quinn, even though she tries everything she can to actually please him. Bravo, Prim. That was a performance for the ages. How do you do it? I want to vomit every time I have to call him Master. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out collecting tips? I was worried about you. How is your food? Or how is your foot? What? Here, use this. Handkerchief? Be careful out there, okay? Alright, now it's time for path actions. Utilize each character's unique action to overcome any obstacles. So, the thing we can do is allure townspeople to follow her. So, let's see if we can actually do that. Allure this man. Attempt to allure this individual? Oh, you bet. Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? So basically, this is her path action to, get any progress done. That's our Primrose. I'll keep you safe, girl. Pray come hither. And you can actually get a lot more people to join you this way, too. And you can't actually do, get, what's-her-name to actually join you either, so you'll just have to bear with trying to get as many NPCs as possible, so that way you can actually put on a really great performance at the dance hall or whatever. That one looks like a likely sort. Or be the likely sort. Lovely evening, isn't it, milord? Mayhap you'd care to share it with me? A tempting offer, but I travel on business. I must depart early on the morrow. It must be a fascinating sort of business that you do. Perhaps you can tell me more over a drink? I'd love to get to know you better. I'm most afraid I cannot. I dance at the tavern just down the street. I'd be happy to put on a show, just for you. Oh, really? So he's basically the person that our next, main objective needs to be in order for us to progress on with the story. So, oh, we can lure one person at a time, part ways with the person. You know what? Let's take you. Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? Now that's a sight, all right. I'd love to see more of your dances, up close if I can. Pray come hither. I guess we performed the dances at the nightclub when we had... Oh. Someone that Master Helganish will approve of, okay. So I guess if we want to, we'll just go ahead and we'll talk to him. Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? Oh my. I cannot resist such beauty. Pray come hither. Okay, so this looks like the person that they want us to take here inside of this place. So let's go ahead and continue on with the story. Looks like there's a lot of people here in this tavern, so we might actually be able to put on a good performance tonight. Yes, that one's pockets look sufficiently deep. Good work, kitten. You will be treated well tonight. You honor me, master. Gosh, with her calling Helganish master, she reminds me of Genie of I Dream of Genie, with her, calling her owner master all the time, even though the guy from I Dream of Genie doesn't really want to regard her as his slave or whatever.
Yes, master.
So I'm definitely getting a very curious vibe as to this is what Primrose is having to go through right now, but all for the wrong reasons. Ah, Primrose. You're looking more and more lovely each time I see you. It's been a while since we last enjoyed your company. Will you be with us long this evening? Oh, as long as you'll have me for, my dear. Is that so? I'll have to give it some thought then. I'll see you again later. And if that's all, I'll be taking my leave. Oh! Oh no, he did not come inside this place. Would it be? He is wearing a hood, and that definitely looks like a mark on his right arm, or no, left arm. There, on his left arm. The mark of the crow. Oh, hell is gonna be rung. Hell is gonna raise in this place, and she's gonna take down that bastard. How long have I waited for this day? Finally, you appear before me. This night, at long last, justice will be served. No! I can't let him get away. And where do you think you're going? So curious about that man, are you? Was it love at first sight, kitten? Master? You wouldn't think of abandoning the stage and your customers before the night is through, now would you? Back to work, Primrose. I trust I don't need to repeat myself. You do remember what happens to the wicked little kittens who cross me, don't you? This is all I have. I may never get another chance like this again. Prim, what's the matter? It's not like you to look all flustered like this. You don't need to tell me. For you to risk angering the master like that, it must be something important. Leave it to me. Yusufa, you do not want to go up toward that man. That man with the robe. If you know what's good for you, because if you try to go up toward that man, I would say that your life is going to be forfeit. I'll keep his eyes busy. You slip out the back door on the upper floor. You shouldn't get involved. You will put yourself at risk. Look, Prim, maybe you don't tell me what you're thinking. But that doesn't matter to me. I'm on your side and always will be. On my side? When the other girls would pick on me and tell me to know my place, you were always the only one who stood by me. You never say much. You're always so distant, aloof even. But I know you just don't want to burden others with your troubles. I know you better than you think, Prim. And I know that deep down. Oh, okay, so there's more dialogue that's going here. A good heart? Yusufa. I thank you. Always a woman of few words. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, it's time to take down that monster. Follow the left-handed man. Okay, so where is he gonna go? Oh! Oh! You will bring me the women I need, won't you now? Oh! He's in cahoots with that guy! No wonder. Competent help is so hard to come by these days. Whatever is a man to do? I can assure you, my lord, I am doing all that I can. Helganish, we are friends, are we not? Friends take care of one another, yes? They do not disappoint each other. I will do everything in my power. I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl for my own. So it was as I thought. Helganish knows him.
Listen to me.
Bring the women to the place marked on this map. And Helganish, try not to keep me waiting. But of course, my lord. That map? Ah! So, I must pursue the foul crow. Don't get involved. This is my problem, not yours. Oh, now we're back to playing as Ulberic. But I suppose you're free to do as you please. Come on already, if you're coming. Alright, so we got Primrose to join the party, so we can actually go after that foul-mouthed beast. I'll go ahead and challenge to a duel. And it looks like when we're doing the duels by ourselves, that means that Ulberic is actually going to be in the battles by himself. So our party members are not going to be giving us a hand whatsoever. Which is very interesting, if I do say so myself. Because I figure that, you know, when you have someone like Primrose in your party, she would actually be a really big help to you, but unfortunately that's not the case. Okay, so... yeah, we still don't have enough to actually... well, you know what? We may actually have enough to get her... equipment. Well, I wouldn't... well, like the pieces of armor for her. Yeah, so that way we can actually get her much stronger than where she needs to be right now. And she definitely needs all the stronger pieces of equipment that she can get right now, because since she's at level 1, and we are going to have to grind her character too. So let's just take her along, and then we'll actually get some fighting done. And I guess in order for us to actually get any anything going here, we're going to need to press onward. So we're going inside the catacombs here, and Primrose is going to be with us, and we actually get to complete our quest. Man, this sewer is dark as hell. And I think this is one of those games where you can have either 3 or 4 party members in a fight. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So they actually get the same number of experience points overall, so they don't, you know, divide it between both characters, or all the characters that you have in your party. And that's another thing that I like about role-playing games, is that when you have the more party members, it really makes it much better when they don't share the same amount of experience points, or I mean to say, divide the experience points between all the party members, because it actually makes it much easier when you have all the party members together and they actually gain the same amount of experience points with what you would get in a fight. So it just makes sense. Ooh. Light shot.
I am ready. I am ready.
Dark damage on a foe. Oh, wow. It was weak against that. I'll be darned. Interesting. And we got Primrose to level 2 right now. So, awesome! Okay. So we're going to continue moving forward here. Oh, you know what? I think we can actually go up those stairs and actually get up on that platform there to actually get that treasure chest. It might be an item, which we know is most certainly going to be the case. Fight with honor.
I am ready.
And let's see Primrose actually get the final blow on this enemy.
The show is over.
Awesome. And she got up to level 3 that time. So she's actually gaining levels pretty fast. You know, seeing as we actually have more than one person in our party, so it actually would make sense. I gotta tell you that today was actually a pretty good day for me getting stuff done content-wise, because, well, I actually recorded a lot more of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age on the PC. And the progress is definitely coming along very smoothly. I'm actually going in the Hene Mines next, and I just passed the Viera's home of Eruit? Is that how you pronounce it? Eruit Village? I think so.
I am ready.
Got it.
The show is over.
The show is over. Yeah, you tell that asshole. So, and when I was playing the game, when I started playing the game again, I actually have this newfound appreciation for it after I played it. And it's just like, when I played it for the first time on the PlayStation 2, I just felt that the vanilla version that we got all those years ago, it didn't feel like it was a truly high-quality experience that we were hoping for in a Final Fantasy game when that released. So, now that I actually got a second win with the Zodiac Age, I can definitely say that the re-release was definitely much better than I had anticipated. So it actually surpassed my expectations a lot more than the original version that we got did. And I actually really like it a lot, so I'm really glad that I'm actually enjoying it again, or actually giving a newfound appreciation to it again, because, well, I was kind of on the fence about the game not actually succeeding on my expectations again, or I was going to be let down once more. But thankfully enough, that wasn't the case this time. So yeah, if you guys have not played Final Fantasy XII, then I definitely urge you and recommend you that you actually try it out for yourself whenever you get the chance, and if you can muster up the patience to actually do so, because if you can, then that's going to make things a lot better for you if you were to actually try it again, because it's definitely a lot better than what I remember.
I am ready. The show is over.
The show is over. Cool, they both got a level up, so that's pretty awesome. And I do intend to complete that game all the way through, maybe at 100%, but I'm not entirely certain. If I do 100%, then I will definitely be surprised that I did, but I'll have to see how that goes. Whoops, that's not... go ahead and equip. And you equip that accessory? Oh, you can actually get more hit points that way. And you know what? Let's actually give you that earring so that way you can actually have some more hit points on you. All the more the merrier for you to get more hit points, if you ask me.
I am ready.
Okay, so a spear is what... Nope, you're not immune to spears either. So basically, it's a sword that we're going to have to use to take you down. Whoop. Wrong weapon.
I am ready.
I forgot. I got to switch between weapons. Yeah, here we go. That's what I wanted to do. Got it. And just to clarify again, if you guys have not even, if you not have hit the follow button quite yet above the video player, then of the stream that you're watching, then definitely by all means do so. So that way you're notified of when you can stay up to date with the live streams that I have going on. And you know, that way more support from you will mean that more content or more live streams are going to come from me on a site like this that you're not going to find anywhere else. So definitely by all means take the opportunity to actually follow me. So that way you're notified of when I go live, because it really helps with the views and all that, since I'm trying my best to get up to affiliate status and trying to surpass all the thresholds that I can to get to Twitch affiliate.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Okay, so... And truth be told, I think a lot of people are already watching WWE Raw right now, so I really... I can't really blame them to see how things go, seeing as how the pay-per-view event was actually really abysmal from what I heard last night, so... Yeah. Okay. I guess if we went up that way, we'll actually fight off against the boss, but we'll hold off on doing that until we actually get Primrose to at least level 6 or level 7. We'll at least try to get it done. At least we'll try to go through her chapter before actually completing tonight's live stream. But who knows?
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Hey, she got to level 5. Sweet! Yeah, just simply grinding in this game. Yeah, I mean, that's the mere premise of this game when it comes to any RPG that you play, Flame Chocobo. It's just, it's basically a grind fest if you actually want to try to get all the way to the end. I mean, that's what a JRPG or an RPG or a Western RPG is all about. Grinding, getting stronger, so that way you can overcome future adversaries to actually get all the way to the end. The show is over. It is for the boss, or for the enemies that you take down. Oh, okay. So once you reach the point in the story, then you're gonna actually live stream some more Maple Story 2. Oh, that's pretty cool. So definitely good luck on that, Flame Chocobo, when you get the chance. And I think I even explained this in the previous episode yesterday, but I actually really do like the whole thing where your character, whoever you're playing as in the lead party, they actually have that lantern right in front of them for when you're inside of a cave. And that's something that I've explained that not a lot of JRPGs in the past have done, to where they're actually holding the lantern in their sprite. But for this game, you actually can see the characters doing that such thing. So that definitely adds in much more better detail to when characters are inside dark and damp and shadowy places. So It only adds more to this game's charm. And, you know, that's another one of the reasons why I really like this game so much, is that it's not only an homage to the past JRPGs from the 16-bit era, but it also tries to modernize itself with some fresh new ideas. And I really like those ideas because they actually are executed really well in the finished build.
I am ready.
And no, I'm not like Todd Howard from Bethesda who says, hey, it just works, because that doesn't always work. I mean, when it comes to your work ethic, when it comes to making your games, Todd Howard, not everything is going to work, because your game's bound to have glitches and game-breaking bugs that are going to happen. And, and when you keep going on with that type of attitude, you definitely can tend to be a bit pretentious. And even that might be a bit too forgiving on my end, but yeah.
I am ready.
So yeah, if you're still contemplating on whether or not you want to play this game, then definitely by all means go pick it up. And if you are looking for a good reason to pick up a Nintendo Switch, then definitely by all means pick that up too when you pick up this game, because this game is definitely worth your time. Okay, Peacock Strut. Elemental attacks for augment a single. Looks like she's a dark type of character, but we do need to. We do actually need to get some newer abilities that we can actually use for her too. So we learned a new skill with her, the Peacock Strut, or whatever it is, to actually make one's elemental attributes be placed onto the character for at least a couple turns, so that way they can actually do elemental damage on foes.
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready.
Have at you.
The thrill of the fight. Would be much better if I'm actually fighting against multiple enemies and not just a single one. I mean, that'd be really nice, game. Give me a group of enemies where there are two in a party instead of just one, because I'm not really liking it how that is the case inside this dungeon. I mean, we only just fought those couple of bats, and now I just want to fight more than one of them, if you get my meaning, or if you get my drift. I mean, I appreciate you giving me a lot of enemies to fight, and giving me the amount of experience points that I need at a steady pace, but still, it wouldn't hurt to actually give me more enemies that I can go up against. Because you're making things slow. May I have this dance? That's what she said. And I don't mean that in a shrewd type of way, but those are the words that she said when she came up to give her, battle intro speech or whatever. So don't think that, what she said, what she was saying wasn't anything shrewd or anything like that. I was not even saying, I was not saying what she was talking about in any sort of way. So. So she got to level 6. I guess we could try to get her to level 7, or we could try to take on the boss now since she is already at a good level at this point.
Let us fight with honor.
I am ready.
Have at you. The battle.
I am ready. The show is over.
Really? You're just gonna keep saying that, Primrose? The show is over? Because last time I checked it, wasn't even over yet. I mean, we still got ourselves a journey ahead of us, and we only got 2 out of the 8 party members in this entire game, where all of our, all of our problems are going to be connected to one major problem that's going to come face to face with us at the very end, whatever that could be. So, if you guys have any questions with what you want to know about this game, then by all means type them in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them at the best of my ability. So, and I know I'm playing this somewhat relatively fresh because I'm not playing this on my own. Well, I am playing it on my own, but I'm not doing it like off stream or anything like that. So, based on what I played so far, if you have any questions, definitely by all means go ahead and ask me in relation to this game. And for those of you joining for the first time, be sure, like I said, be sure you hit that follow button right above the video player so that way you're notified of whenever I go live. Because your support means a whole lot to me. Alright, so as you would have guessed, we're just doing a little bit of grinding right now. And I guess I could wait till Primrose gets to level 7, or I could just go ahead and take on the next boss. I'd probably just go ahead and take on the next boss. But I hope it's not one of those things where she has to fight it herself, because if she does, then we're actually going to be in a world of trouble, if you ask me.
I am ready.
And I will save my progress right before, because if that does turn out to be the case, then we can actually return back to our save, and then we can actually try to grind her up a little bit more. Okay, so let's go ahead and save our progress here. And let's go ahead and take care of the boss in the Sunshade Catacombs. Taking on that man with the tattoo. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, we still have to go through this part, don't we?
He's going to get away. I won't let that happen.
And where might you be off to, kid?
Master, finish.
Whatever are you doing here at this hour?
Funny you should ask. A worthless little stray, this one. But she was kind enough to help me catch a rat.
Yusufa!
I'm sorry.
She was quite intent on keeping her mouth shut, but my boys helped her get it open. It seems I was too lenient with the girl. I won't make that mistake again.
No!
Oh. Oh, no, you didn't.
I've never heard you shout so.
What? This is no time to...
Hey, Prim,
That son of a bitch.
aren't we?
What?
I was sold to this place as a child. Everyone was so cruel, so miserable. I thought I'd never make any friends. It was lonely having no one. But you were different. Always standing tall, proud. No matter how hard it takes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Yusuf.
You were.
You were my friend.
Oh. I'm gonna see about you now, you bastard.
Is it finally over? I must say, at least her last performance had some life. If she had shown that sort of potential earlier, I might have kept her on longer.
Enough.
What was that?
You heard her.
I have danced enough for you. This was the last night that I belonged to you.
Oh, was it now? So some wheels do turn in that pretty little head of yours. Here I thought it a waste, as empty as the desert.
I saw you for the foul swine you are the first time I laid eyes on you.
You would take that tone with me?
Oh, you bet she will. You piece of trash.
You're nothing but a stupid whore! You would have died on the street if not for me!
Oh no, you.
You have given me nothing. I have always danced on my own 2 feet. I have always chosen where I step.
Who do you think you're speaking to, whore?
All these years, the jeers, the beatings, the dishonor, I endured it all. All for this day, the day that man appeared before me. I need your stage no longer. I dance for myself now.
Rose. You forget yourself, little kitten. But I understand. This is just your little show, yes? You wanted to see your master frown. Fine, very well. You've had your fun. That naughty mouth of yours belongs to me. Put it where it belongs, and if you please me to my satisfaction, I will overlook your impertinence.
Go to hell.
Master, go pleasure yourself.
Wrong answer, kitten. You know what I do with cats that bite, don't you? I put them down, just like that one. It's a shame, Primrose. You were always my favorite. What a waste. Yes, a terrible, terrible shame.
The only shame is that I could not do this sooner, Master. Time for the
Oh yes, so we actually do get to fight them with old Barrack on her side. And my God, look at his sprite. He looks like a clown wearing tight white pants, and he is. Oh my God, he is like the typical type of court gesture that you can actually come across. So yeah, it's time to silence this guy for good.
How about you?
Oh yeah.
I am ready.
God. So disgusted with that man after what he did to Yusufa.
I am ready.
I guess we'll just get them one at a time. But I gotta say, for a boss portrait like that, for what he is, what Helganish is actually at right now, I gotta say, that's actually kind of intimidating. And kind of scary, too, when you think about it. Because that just screams all sorts of messed up. Know your place? Huh. Really? Kinda ironic that you say that. Because the one who should know his place is you, Helganish. Because it's time to put you back into the scrapyard. Time to give you the death sentence, mister. I don't care if you're sitting on that chair, just laughing at your sorrows and gleefully just, you know, whisking them away and whatnot, but, I'm gonna have so much pleasure taking you down. Just you wait. And you know, it's a good thing that we actually have, what's his name in our party too, because I'm afraid that this probably would have gone on a bit too long, and it probably would not been that really great of a fight if it was Primrose all by herself, to be quite frank. Ha! Made you break. Let's go ahead and try the spear on him and see if that... No? Oh, wait a minute, he is vulnerable to the spear, so looks like we made the right choice. Imagine me coming up to that guy and I told him, "Oh, you murdered that woman." He'd be like, "No, I didn't." I'd be like, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brad. Yes, you did."
I'm ready.
Ouch. Alright, we got him to break, so let's go ahead and heal Primrose real quick before we actually do some significant damage onto this guy and put him down for good.
The battle is truly joined.
If we can put him down for good, because he still looks like he has a lot of hit points left on him. Moonlight Waltz. Still, he has all those hit points? Man, he doesn't even take any but he is about to die, so that's a good thing. So we just gotta keep pushing there, so that way we can bring him down for good. Oh, you called for help? Yeah, about that... You may just want to reconsider what you just did, because, well... Your lackeys are gonna have to go down first.
Victory shall be mine.
I'm ready.
Still not down yet.
Have at you.
You know what? Let's see if I can take you down with the level slash. Take you both down with the level slash. Nope.
The battle is truly joined.
I'm ready.
Alright, so we finally got that idiot down.
I'm ready.
Alright, we got it.
The show is over.
The show is over indeed. We finally brought that piece of trash to justice. I got a long sword out of that too, but I don't think it's something that Olberic's gonna have to wield. You always were different from the rest. The fire in your eyes, it burned brighter than any others. I have seen many a girl in my years, but none quite like you. You fascinated me from the start.
Come, Primrose. Won't you dance one last dance for me?
Oh no. Go to hell, Helganish. Just tell him to go to hell. Just like how Kid told The Rock in the movie Doom to go to hell. You know, that's based off the video game Doom. Oh, you tried to stab her, but she got the best of you. For you being in cahoots with that man with the robe.
Quite the dancer yourself in the end.
Guess you won't be needing this anymore. The village of Still Snow. I need to pack some warmer clothes. I guess you do.
Farewell.
And with that, Master, I do believe my debt is paid. Yusufa. We are free at last, my friend. And so Primrose sets out from the shifting sands to a land of swirling snow in her quest for vengeance against the 3 foul crows. Where this dance will lead her, none can say. I'm sure it's one long dance that I'm sure a lot of us are going to enjoy at the very end. Alright, so pretty much Primrose's chapter is done. But let's head back into the town and see if we can actually get some better studs for at least one of our characters. But chances are we're probably not going to be able to. But if anything, we should be able to fight. No, we don't want to. We should be able to go up. I mean, we should be able to, not fight, but at least get some side quests inside of this town. Hopefully. Yes, we can. There's actually someone that we can actually do a side quest for. A portly merchant. Let go of me! I require no escort from the likes of you! Heh, don't be shy, love. I'll take you to a place with cushions like the clouds. I'll go where I please, thank you. Now let me go! So begins the tale of Rhea born to... what? I said let me... I guess we'll have to challenge him in case we need to let... Oh. Ouch. I don't think we're going to be able to right at this time because we're not at a good level for Ulberic. So we'll just have to skip out on it for the time being. Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to get any stronger weapons or any stronger pieces of... well, maybe the fur robe for at least one character. I'll go ahead and give that to Ulberic at this time. And we'll go ahead and we'll sell the bronze armor and the bronze vest and the leather vest and the sturdy helmet. Actually, no. The sturdy helmet's actually really good. We actually do want to equip that. So go to equipment and go ahead and give you the sturdy helmet because that actually gives more defenses for you. So yeah, keep that on you. You're gonna need it. Okay, got it. And yeah, you don't even need the longsword. Not anymore. Oh, actually, you know what? We might be able to get something better out of that. Hopefully. Well, the tiara, for certain. But at least for one character, if I had to, you know, guess who gets what. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll give it to Primrose. Because I do have Ulberic actually wearing a better helmet. And actually that would be more... that actually would be more better suited for someone like Primrose, whereas the helmet is better suited for Ulberic. Huh, nobody... Oh, actually there is one. Would you look at that? That useless sot is our hired arm. He's supposed to keep the peace when our customers get a bit rowdy. But all he does is drink, not work. His coin disappears as quickly as the sands in an hourglass. Maybe if someone actually bested him in a fight for once, he'd learn to take his position with a bit more gravity. Me? Are you mad? Have you seen the size of him? I couldn't beat someone like that in a fight. The bouncer. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, which one are you telling me to go up against?
Faring well?
Must be one of these people. Or is it this one?
Hello. Oh there. Truth is,
Do you now? Altering youth. You want to challenge me? Oh, you bet I want to challenge you. Because I think you're the person that the barkeep is having a really tough time trying to put you in his place. Ouch. Okay. Got you. That was a quick fight. We're getting you close to level 12 there, Ulberic. I know I probably should say Ulberic, but, oh well. Was that him? Who are you talking about? The hired barkeep? Which one is the one that's giving you so much trouble, dude? Not the travel patron. Not that travel patron. Brian? Is that really you? Who's giving so much trouble? Yeah, it seems like the person we want to get seems to have a really strong, you know, has a really strong, you know, set of stats or whatnot. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to take him down that easily, so we'll just have to skip it for now and we'll come back to Sunshade later. Okay. So, I think we're done here, and now it's time for us to move on out, and I guess, if we're gonna need to go elsewhere, we're gonna have to go northwest, and we're gonna have to get over to, the Riverlands at Clearbrook. So we want to go westward, and then we'll find a way to go northward. And then we will actually find, Alphen inside this place. So, we're done here, and it's time for us to take another journey to the west, guys. Oh yeah, journey to the west, and guess what? We're not gonna meet Goku. We're not gonna meet Nora. We're not gonna meet, Lancer, or what's their name? Or, Pudgy, or Jerry. We're not gonna meet a lot of these people because they're not going to exist. I can't believe I made that Team 4-Star reference again. Cactus rollers. Looks like a bunch of dung beetles that are just pushing cactus balls instead of poo balls at us, or dung balls. Hey! My eyes deceived me, but... Did she actually evade that enemy's attack? You saw that, didn't you? Primrose actually evaded that enemy's attack. So there is actually evasion from enemy attacks as well as our own attacks on enemies in this game. Who would have thought? And I thought that that wasn't even going to happen. I am just... Oh man, I am just... stunned. I didn't even think that was possible. Oh, just one more experience point. One more point of experience before he can level up. Dang! Okay. We'll get it for sure. Okay. So, Clear Book Traverse. So, I guess we're going to be getting in a bit more... what do you say? I'm gonna say we're gonna get a bit more hectic with our fights going forward, so let's go ahead and give a healing grape to you as well as one to you, so let's just be wary with where our travels take us and go up against the enemies who we need to go up against, and we won't even have that type of problem when we're trying to get to the next place where we need to go. Oh, got 500 silver, I guess, is what we're calling the currency?
Let us fight with honor.
You surprised your foe.
I'm ready.
I broke you. Oh. So they're actually not that menacing as I thought they would be. And here I thought that this place was going to be menacing as all hell. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. You're weak against a sword. I'll take swords for 400. That's not swords, Mr. Connery. It's words that begin with the letter S. Yeah, she crumped it. You know her all too well, Flame Chocobo. Anyway, we finally got Ulbrich at his level that he needs to be at. Okay, so we do want to go to Clearbrook, so this is the path we do want to take. And I guess by the time when we get to Clearbrook, it'll be a good time for us to actually wrap up, because it is getting kind of late, and I do need to get to bed because I do need to go into work tomorrow. And I just want to say I definitely had a lot of fun with live streaming for you all tonight, so... If you all really enjoyed this live stream, then by all means, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate your continued support.
I'm ready.
The battle is true. The battle. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Alright. You know, we might be able to grind Primrose a little bit more, but I'm not going to be grinding her a lot tonight. By the time when we get to Clearbrook, then we'll be hitting the lights out for us, so we'll just enjoy it for what it is at this time. But yeah, looking at this place, oh my god, just look at the ripples of the water. This looks so good, and it's hard to imagine that a game like this is made with Unreal Engine 4 in mind. This is incredible. You know, I hope more JRPGs on the Nintendo Switch actually takes influence from this type of gameplay or this type of visual aesthetic, because if they do, then I guarantee we could actually try to possibly get a revival of Japanese RPGs on this system in that type of visual aesthetic. It would definitely make a lot of sense if they actually did that for a platform like this, but who knows what's going to be all in store for the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, I agree with you, Flame Chocobo. Whoever said that this, you know, for all the people who say that this game is not worth the $60 price tag, I'm sorry, but you guys are delusional as all hell. The ones who are making that criticism and saying that this game's not worth 60 bucks, because Acquire said that this game does not have any DLC, and it's going to be a fully and it is a fully packaged game, so you're getting your $60 worth right there. So for saying that the game's not worth your 60 bucks, I'm sorry, but you lost your mind. Seriously, you just lost your mind, and that is no joke.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Mandible Crush.
I'm ready.
Alright, we got that one. Now it's time for us to take care of the other bee. Or River Wasp. If Nintendo Capri Sun was playing this game, he'd probably be like, a bee?! Got him. Now Primrose should be able to level up. Yes, she levels up greatly, and now we can actually get another job ability that she can actually use. Okay, so let's go into skills, and let's let her learn another one. Mole Dance, or... You know what, let's do the Night Ode. And learning the skill, you actually unlock a new support skill, which is called The Show Goes On. Oh, let's go ahead and equip that support skill on her. And what does it do? Status augmentations you grant to allies will persist for 1 additional turn. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, that's awesome. So definitely do that, or definitely have that equipped, so that way we can actually use it to its full extent. And if we go to the, if we go eastward, then we'll actually get to Clearbrook. And once we get to Clearbrook, we'll finally end off this episode. And hey, we managed to get there in such due time. Welcome to Clearbrook, where the waters are pure and still. So yeah, I guess a lot of the, side quests actually involves a character using their own abilities in some specific way. You know, their path action in some specific way. So that way they'll be able to actually use them to the best of their abilities to actually, for us to get the side quests done and completed. Now, where is a place where we can actually save our progress? Is there even a place? Or, like, a book? There should be, because there's always one inside of a town that we go into. Yes, there is, and it's right there. And there's a treasure chest right over here. Would you look at that? And none of our party members can open this chest, because I think we actually need Alphen to actually do that kind of thing, because I think he can pick locks. I think that's his path action, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and see what they have at the weapon shop. Arcane Knife. You can't even use... Oh, hey, he can use a kite shield. Or they can use a kite shield, but we don't even have enough money on us. We could get rid of our feathered hat. That might be able to give us enough to actually get the... to actually get us the kite shield. Yeah. So let's go ahead and equip it. And go ahead and sell the... sell the round shield, and that will actually put us back to where we were in terms of the type of equipment that we had, as well as the low amount of money that we have in our possession. So, anyway, go ahead and save our progress here. And since we're saving our progress here, I think now's a good time to where we can go ahead and consider this episode for a close, or this live stream for tonight a close. So, anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed tonight's live stream. I hope you had a lot of fun as much as I did, and it was definitely a lot of fun doing this for you all, and sorry I had to cut it short, but like I said, I have to be going to bed pretty soon because I do have to be at work. So, just so you guys know, there's not going to be a live stream tomorrow night because I will have to be going to bed early tomorrow afternoon because I have to go in tomorrow night at midnight to work during the midnight hours at the place that I work at. So, I do have a graveyard shift that I have to attend to about once every week at where I work, so yeah, that's why there's not going to be a stream tomorrow. But I will resume Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and hopefully Sunday night. Yeah, I think Sunday night. But they should be around the same time. But when it comes to weekends, maybe it'll be like at least an hour later or a couple hours later. So that way everybody is all asleep, and that way I'm not really bothering anybody, and that way I can help get some stuff done for some of the people that I work with and some of the family members who, you know, I help out quite a lot. So be on the lookout for more live streams coming from me in the future for any of those times that you guys are not going to find anywhere else. So yeah, and as I said, be sure you hit that that follow button right above the video player, so that way you're notified of whenever I go live. So that way, when I do go live, you can actually come on to my live stream and you can actually watch me play this game some more. And yes, we will be continuing where we left off, and then we'll learn more about Alphen the Thief. And we'll get him to join our party. And also, if you're new to my content on YouTube, be sure you hit the logo of my name, RRPGReviews, which is below the video player where my logo is enlarged. And you just click that and it will take you to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RRPGReviews. I do reviews, retrospectives. I archive my live streams from here on Twitch onto my YouTube, as well as do 2 cents videos, which are now called side quests, and I do need to get back on track with those at some point in the future. Probably not until after I get done with episode 9 of my Final Fantasy retrospective. And also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, facebook.com/RRPGReviews. That's my Facebook fan page, and also Twitter. My Twitter handle is @RRPGReviews. So whichever social media site that you guys follow, then you can guarantee that I'm going to be posting on both sites at the same time. So anyway, guys, be sure to enjoy the rest of your night tonight, and be sure to enjoy the rest of your day tomorrow, and I will see you all Wednesday night for me getting back on track with more Octopath Traveler on the Nintendo Switch. So, until then, this is RRPG signing off by saying Godspeed, and game on, gamers. Peace out!